Hey friends, it's Father Jay. Thank you for joining me here today in my office for our Tuesday update. As usual, there is plenty happening here at Calvary as we look forward to the time when we can gather back together. We don't know when it will be safe to do so, but we will continue planning and hoping and looking forward to that day. We do have some opportunities to gather in the meantime. Those are often communicated through our parish email newsletter, which during this time we have been sending out every week. If you are not receiving that by email, please go to our website, and on the bottom right hand corner, there is a spot where you can sign up to receive that. So please do, because that is an important way that we work to keep in touch with you and let you know about events such as the outdoor Eucharist that is coming up this weekend. Now, this weekend we will have our regular Sunday morning worship, which will be live streamed at 10:30. But then at 6 o'clock in the afternoon, we will have an outdoor service. This time, rather than having it outside of the chapel area, we will have it over by the labyrinth. So we will also live stream that. So whether you are present in person or present by live stream, you can still participate in that service. Now, that service will be a Eucharistic service. It will also have a limited number of people who can attend in person. And if you will go to our website and scroll down towards the bottom, you'll be able to find there more information about the service and how you can register. And if you attend via live stream but want to come afterwards and receive the elements of communion, we will have a communion station set up there near the labyrinth where you can drive through and receive that. We will also gather again virtually, not this Wednesday, but the following Wednesday, for another conversation in our series where we are exploring what it means to be blessed with memory, what it means to be blessed with memory in this place, with the memories of this place, and how those memories can be a blessing to generations in the future, both here at Calvary and in the broader community. And as we consider those questions and wrestle with the ways in which this place has carried a legacy of the labor of enslaved people, how this place has wrestled with the legacy of the Civil War and the Confederacy and what that means, those conversations are difficult. Those conversations are hard to sustain. And you may find yourself both in these conversations and in the conversations in the wider community being at times overwhelmed or exhausted. And that's not unusual. It does take work. It takes sustained work and sustained effort. And it is work that I truly believe Calvary is equipped to take on. This is a place that has had difficult conversations in the past, and I believe can sustain them in this day too. And the reason that we do that, the reason we take on these difficult conversations, is illustrated by this icon of Christ of Maryknoll. This is an icon that many of you gave to me as a gift when I was installed as your rector. And it illustrates Christ peering through a barbed wire fence. And it is not clear whether Christ is contained within that fence or whether the viewer is being restrained by the fence. But the message is that Christ comes to see us. Comes to see us in the way that we are captive to our own patterns of thought and memories. Christ comes to see us and draws us to see him in those who are held captive, and promises that by the work of understanding what binds us, we will be set free, and that our memories will become a blessing. And it won't happen quickly, and it may not happen comfortably, but if we continue in this conversation, we will be blessed. I do believe that is true. So I hope that you will join us again, not this Wednesday, but the following Wednesday, when our guest will be Dr. Woody Register, who is a professor of history at the University of the South, and he is the director of the Roberson Project for Racial Reconciliation at Sewanee. And he will help us understand what it means to form memories collectively, what role the church has played, and what role the University of the South has played in forming our collective memory around race and around slavery and around issues of the Civil War. And it is my hope that we can start to engage in a similar conversation about the way that Calvary shapes memories, and a way that the way we understand our history shapes the present in this community. So I look forward to being a part of that with you. Again, for more information about these events, please look at our website. Please sign up for our email newsletter. And please know that in these times, in the times in between, that we are able to gather, that God blesses you and God keeps you. God's face shines upon you and gives you peace. Amen.